Hey YouTube, this is ex-employer of mine, White and Zumstein Logging. This is their grapple cat and their D7. Grapple cat's a D5, and worked around both of these. This is primarily just, he used it for building road a little bit, but mostly this is just tailhold machine now. Undercarriage is pretty wore. I mean, these little sprockets are paper thin. I wonder if it still has it. It had this funky, track roller someone welded up on the top. And, you know, the reason why is the hook tender at the time would, if you're using it as a tail hold, he would hook off the winch with a strap and then run the skyline on the roller and then over. And to me that seems crazy. I mean, maybe it's not, but I feel like it'd put a kink in the skyline there. But that's how the hook tender did it. And it was a hook tender before I started that did that, and he didn't work there no more, but that's how he did it. And so it's a nice older D7 direct start, no pony motor. And so just a good little cat. I say little, but it's huge. If you put it next to something like my skidder, a dwarf my skidder just about, I sure would like to have a D7. Let's climb up here, take a look at it. It's got a good seat. I don't know where to look for an hour meter. There it is. Oh, what's that say? 4,841. Looks like a 5 in the camera, but I think it's, nope, 4,541. So, like I said, it's a direct start. Could use an undercarriage, but it runs good. I remember it always started really easy, even in the winter when it's freezing out. It just fire right up. Hold the glow plugs for 30 seconds or so. And the D5, last time I seen this, it had the undercarriage out from under it. Looks like when he did it, he put new sprockets on. It had this roller here, the bearings were out in it, or idler, and it would just roll around in there. So when they did it, looks like they did sprockets too. So, Esco swing grapple. I used to make the parts for this Esco, because Esco is in Portland, and a lot of these older swing grapples, they discontinued parts for them. And when I was a machinist, I made a lot of parts. So they just send us over and have us do it. Looks like I could use some hydraulic hoses pretty soon. Remember thinking this was the coolest thing ever. This was the first grapple cat that I ever actually saw in person. And I mean, now I see him a lot, but I remember thinking that was the coolest thing in the world, man. I still think they're sweet, but you know, when you see pictures of them, they look big, but when they're moving and pulling logs and working, you know, barking and make it, you know, it's way more impressive. And like this is just a small one, you know, it's a D5, but brings back a lot of good memories and a lot of crappy memories. Oh man, I remember my first time out there puking in the brush, setting chokers. It's a good company to work for though, they paid good. Do a walk around here. I don't know what year this machine is. It says Halton on it. Halton's no longer Halton, now it's Peterson Cat. Or is it Peterson? Yeah, it's Peterson Cat out of Portland. It used to be Halton. I did an internship as a diesel mechanic when I was in school for Halton. We built injection pumps and built hydraulic hoses, and I did some undercarriage work on a big D10. So, all right. I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe. Have fun. Well, here's a quick update. Different day, different truck. Stop back here to check my brakes and just do a quick walk over the truck since it's new to me and I'm not familiar with driving it. And I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to talk about this cat that I talked about a little earlier. I talked to Gene about it, which is the owner of this outfit, and he said it's a 1986, and that's actually the original undercarriage on it. It's never had any work at all. So on the undercarriage, he said maybe a couple rollers on the bottom and that's it. But I believe he was working for the outfit before he bought it, and it was, I think, Sherman and Zumstein at the time. And he said they bought it just about brand new. It was still 1986 when they got it, and I don't know how many hours he had on it. Well, he said it wasn't brand new, but it was just about as close to new as it gets. And he remembers it coming in on the lowboy, and he said they used to use it for building road a little bit and stuff, but primarily its whole life it's almost been a tailhold machine. So, which is kind of cool. So I don't know if that 4,000 hours is accurate. I don't think so. He did say that about let me think here. What did he say? Oh, I guess he said it. I guess it had been. I think he said about 1,000 hours ago they had that motor apart and they completely rebuilt the motor. So whether it's got 4,000 hours on that motor and that's when they did the hour meter or what, I don't know. He couldn't remember, but you know, his times could be off a little bit. But anyways, so I thought it was kind of cool. It's original undercarriage on that cat, and supposedly it's been a tailhold machine it's almost its whole life, so which is kind of funny. So anyway, just thought I'd do a quick update on that, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day and be safe.